channel. Today I have this journal to go through with you. So this is my journal from Obertauern, Austria, where we went on a skiing holiday earlier in the year. And for this journal I kind of followed the exact same, or almost the exact same method as the one that I did for my Lanzarote journal. And you can find out more about that in a video I posted a few videos ago about how I filled a whole journal in one day. So on every day of the holiday at breakfast, I would sit with the hotel notepad and just make a few quick notes about what we did the day before to make sure I captured all the details of the holiday. The only difference between this one and how I did my Lanzarote journal is that in Lanzarote I literally just made the notes, and then I did all of the journaling when I got home, so all of the sticking in and photos and ephemera, stuff like that. I collected ephemera throughout this holiday in Obertauern, but because we spent some evenings in the spa, kind of lounging around by the pool, which was amazing, take me back. Instead of reading some nights, I decided to journal instead. So I have a flip through for you of what the journal looked like while I was there, so how much I actually did while I was on the holiday, and then we'll have another flip through of what it looks like now, like the extra little bits I added when I got back, which was, you know, decorating the pages with washi tape and stickers and things like that, just filling up the space as I like to do. Oh, I also meant to mention that this was just a journal from the spa shop on holiday, and this was the cover, but it just said "make it sparkle" here. It was like a little quote one, but I liked the colours, and I bought this Obertauern metallic sticker and just stuck it on the front, and I couldn't believe how well it went with the gold and the blue, and it kind of just looks like it's this official Obertauern journal, but it's not. It's very much DIY, so I thought you'd like to know how I made that. As you can see here, there's a few more bits that I haven't stuck in yet. So as well as being a flip through, this video is going to be a little bit of a journal with me as well, as I go through and do some of the last few pages that I wanted to make in this journal on camera. Look at that cute chocolate wrapper. So first I'll show you what the journal looked like when I was on holiday, then we'll finish off these last few pages, and then we'll do a flip through of the entire thing once it's finished. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll meet you at the end. This is where all of my journaling took place on holiday, probably the most incredible location I've ever journaled in, the rooftop pool in the mountains. Oh, I just want to go back there right now. So this is how my journal looked at the time. This was after a few days doing some bits and bobs of journaling here and there after a day on the mountain. In terms of ephemera, I collected a lot of pieced maps, a lot of like kids colouring that I found with these skiing bunnies in that were cute. Some postcards, like that apple one is from the Hotel Steiner, which is where we stayed. Little bits from restaurants, and then even just some mountain magazines that I then ripped up and put in the background. While I was on holiday, I was just focused on sticking the notes in and then sticking ephemera on the page that kind of matched where I spoke about it in the notes. But then obviously later on I saved all of the kind of washi tape stickers, filling up all of this blank space until I got home, because it is unusual for me to leave so much white space, so I was kind of itching to add a bit more decoration. So that's how the journal looked on holiday, and for a little bit of behind the scenes, this is how my little pool lounger looked. This is the mess that I was making. I was getting some funny looks journaling in there, but I had so much fun. So fast forward in time, now we're back home and ready to finish off the rest of the pages. I promise the shadow of my big head is not in all of this video. So I printed off some pictures for the pages I want to make. The first one is the Super 7 page. Super 7 was this challenge where there were 7 really high peaks in or near Obertauern that you could ski. I think we ended up managing to ski 5 out of 7, but every time we saw one of the Super 7 signs with the height on it, Will had to have a picture next to it and point to it, and I just thought that would make a really fun spread, so I printed out all of the pictures of him next to the signs, and then I'm just drawing the little Super 7 logo that was on the sign to add to this page. And I think all of the things that I draw for this page are on sticker paper, so I can just peel them off and stick them on, which is always fun. A list of the Super 7 peaks, and then I did a little checklist, like a tick for each one that we skied. Who knows, maybe we'll go and ski the others someday. And then in the background I use a lot from a couple of pictures that I found of mountains at sunset in the mountain magazine that I collected, and I thought they were really beautiful for decorating the background of the page. After a few stars and doodles, this page is completed, so here is the final spread, and now we're going to move on to just a couple of other pages that I wanted to finish off before we do a flip through. These next couple of pages are based around an article that I really liked in one of the mountain magazines about Obertauern through history, so it had all of these old pictures of the ski resort and what it used to look like. And I really wanted to save those and put them in my journal. I'd also taken pictures when we were out and about, so like at a lot of the mountain restaurants and stuff there were pictures of vintage skis and vintage skiers, and I really loved the aesthetic, so I took some photos of those and printed them off, and I thought they would go really nice with these old pictures. We saw this photo of a young Austrian boy on the wall in the hotel, and it really looks like my Hungarian granddad when he was younger, and we all thought so, so I definitely had to take a picture of that and include this in this spread. Once I'd stuck down all the photos that I wanted to include, I used this vintage map washi tape to decorate the pages. I thought it was the perfect vibe for these like old-fashioned pages, like a bit of sepia. So this is how the pages look with the photos and the washi tape. There's also a bit of an article about Obertauern through history on that page. And then all I had to do was add a little bit of writing about these photos and some doodles, and these pages were done. They were very simple to make, but I'm really glad that I made them because I really wanted to keep these photos. They're just so interesting to look at. And we're nearly done. There's just one last spread that I wanted to make, and this last page is literally just dedicated to a chocolate wrapper. This was really nice chocolate, it had hazelnuts in it, and it has such a cute squirrel on the wrapper that I really wanted to make one last page to keep this on. So I stuck it right in the middle. I used this autumnal washi tape to make a border. I thought it was just cute because it had acorns on and it really went with the colours. And then I did some writing around the outside. I did use Google Translate for this, so hopefully it's right. I just wrote "Goodbye Austria" or "Goodbye Obertauern, thank you for the memories," and then I did some doodles around the page in orange pen before adding some more details in black pen, and as you'll see, once this is finished we are ready to go to the main flip through. Here we go! As you might have noticed, the pages are full of a lot more detail compared to how they looked while I was still on holiday. The blue pen doodles and drawings that I did were actually on the plane on the way back, and then the rest of the filling in of the pages was done in a few days and little sessions here and there over the next few weeks after I got home. Any of the red Edelweiss pattern paper that you see in this journal was actually from a skiing holiday last year that I saved and I've used in this journal too, and this flag was from a really nice burger in a restaurant. To me, food is like the most important part of the holiday, so I really tried to keep things from restaurants, like this Spatzel picture from the Aubertauern. We ate there, it was so nice, and I took ages trying to get this Dracula cola label off the bottle because I just thought it was so cool and I had to keep it. Piece maps are really the most available ephemera, they're everywhere on the mountain, so there are a lot of those in this journal because they just make really good backgrounds. At the top of one ski lift I saw like a metal pole that was absolutely covered in these stickers, so I did peel one off and take it because there were so many of the same one and I just had to include it in my journal. And then all of this confetti around the outside of the page was from my cousin came with us and she had her birthday while we were there, so we had like all these balloons and one of them was filled with confetti, so I actually popped it, took it all, obviously after the celebration, I'm not that mean, and then made sure I kept the confetti as like a memory of her birthday celebrations as well. And I'm such a sucker for anything to do with stickers. I saw these Sticker Mania packets in the spa and thought, oh, stickers, what's that? It's a mystery, so I bought it. The stickers inside were so weird and unusable. There was even one of a flea, so I don't know why I got that, but it did make me laugh. And then in case you're wondering why there's a dentist sticker, there was a building called Winter Dienst outside and we kept thinking it was a dentist, so I just stuck this on because it was there. This page is a little bit different to the others just because I found a magazine article that was about this like collector of cool perfume bottles in one of the Austrian magazines that I was looking through, and I just thought they were so interesting, and me and my mum were talking about it and it kind of felt like it was a memory from that day, so I really wanted to include it. And then here is a little pocket for our ski passes. I always like keeping the ski pass even though I don't get my like €2 deposit back. It just makes sense to put them in a little pocket and keep them as a memento. These were pages that I made after I'd kind of made the pages with all the notes of what we did. I just had gathered some pictures and textures and cool backgrounds together that I really wanted to use that I never got to use, so I made these kind of full collage pages. This one is literally just a map of Obertauern with a little sticker where our hotel was, but I just really wanted to keep them all. And then the day we got home we decided randomly to watch Jurassic Park and so that went in this journal as well because it felt like it was still part of the holiday, so we hit a little Jurassic Park page randomly. I also had an article about the benefits of cold water swimming and a little card from the hotel about how nice their tap water is because it's from the mountains. So there's a rogue water themed page here. We didn't actually go cold water swimming, but we did go in a pool outside in the snow and that really felt good. And then I also kept this menu from the hotel. I wish I kept the menu from all the different nights because it's like really fun to see what we ate, but I at least put one in and folded it up. My journal would have been so chunky if I kept all of the menus actually, so it's probably good that I just did this one. And here we are. Do you recognise these ones? We're back round to the pages that we've made together in this video. So this was the full flip through. I hope you like it as much as I do. This is definitely going to be a treasured keepsake for me because I love looking back at all the memories we made on this holiday. Now that this journal is completed, it gets to live in its forever home on the journal shelf, so I've got to find some space for it in here. And I also forgot to show you me putting my Lanzarote journal from my other video about how I filled it in one day on the shelf, so here we go, it's now got a home there too. And there we have it, another travel journaling video for you. I hope you enjoyed this one. I really like how it turned out, and I really like this method of journaling because it allows for being a little bit more spontaneous. You can just write the notes and then enjoy filling up the page after, rather than having to plan out specific pages and what they're going to look like. And it also means that you don't have to take as many journaling supplies on holiday with you, even though I do still love doing that too. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back next week with another video, and until then, happy journaling. Bye!